Okay, so this is a little bit late. This is Dev Diary number 5. Oh, and I'm already actually logged in on chat. That is super awesome. You might notice that I don't have Jord or James with me this week. I have Carlos from the environment team. Hi, Carlos.
Hello. How are you guys?
We have a few things we're going to run through first, and then we're going to do something super awesome and kind of brave, where we're actually going to jump into the CryEngine editor, and he's going to show us what he's been working on with the new map. Because a lot of people have been waiting for the new map, and we kind of thought the best way to show where we're at is to literally show where we're at.
Yep.
But before we do that, we're going to start with the Easter update. Let me just check if everybody can hear us okay. I assume they can. No one's complaining or crying about that just yet, so I assume we're good. I think we're good. I have a laptop down here. So yeah, let's start off with the Easter update. Easter, we're going to be doing a whole bunch of cool stuff. The main of which is based around this cool little thing here. Wait, no, in fact. No, sorry, we're starting off with events. Whoops. Yes, we're starting off with events, and then we'll do Easter. Good memory, me. So the first thing we're adding this week is events, and then we'll get to the Easter update, which I've kind of messed a little bit now. So events, here on the maps, you can see all these cool little dots, and every single dot there is going to be event. And the color corresponding dots are where it's going to throw you out. This is the first level in the Asylum. This is the second level. And then down here we have the third level. So, Carlos, you helped make the events as well, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Basically, we want to give the terror some advantage. We want him to be able to go from one part of the map to the other in terms of like the same colors. So that is gonna make the map feel a bit bigger than it is already, because it's quite big. It's actually like 3 FPS maps in one. I'm talking about Asylum. And yeah, basically you will just go in and go out through the other door.
So this is kind of part of the thing we were talking about the other week, where we're changing the way terror movement works, where we're changing the way the kind of map dynamics work a little bit. So what's going to coincide with this is, as we release this stuff over the next couple of weeks, you can probably expect some balance tweaks to go with it. Once we see how people use it, how it works in practice, there'll be a few things on that. But yeah, basically you'll be able to kind of rapidly move across sections of the map. There's some really cool shots of that. I think it's going to be this is going to be the forest one, but the vents themselves will look like this. And you can actually look back out of them like this, so you'll be able to see back into the rooms where you go now. So you can maybe time your escape a little bit there, time jumping out on a unsuspecting innocent, that kind of stuff, which is going to be super awesome, I think. That's going to be super cool stuff, where you can kind of change up the way you play the maps. It's going to really, really mess with the dynamic. Maybe that will replace some of the stuff where I see people like Fix, where he hides in the stairs a little bit and uses that to mess with people. Now you'll be able to kind of like use the vents to just use more map at the same time and make people really have to be on their feet a lot of the time, rather than just thinking they're okay to huddle in one particular room or anything, you know? So that's going to be the vents update. That's going to be going live today, hopefully. We're building that now. It won't be on the forest just yet. The forest vents will look a little bit different. Just because when we tested it, we had a couple problems with that, but it's going to be going live on the Asylum today, and we should have the forest one out hopefully next week. So that's going to be super cool. You'll be able to play that from this evening. And as you might have guessed by these dev streams, we kind of start off with some of the more obvious, more basic stuff first. And you might think, well, why did I drag this environment guy in here just for that, right? So we're going to go through the Easter update, and then we're going to let him kind of really take center stage with the stuff. So, happy Easter. In the spirit of Easter, the Game Master has scattered a bunch of eggs across each map. When collected, each egg offers a certain amount of Easter points. Win games receive double points for the eggs you've collected that round. Accumulate points to unlock exclusive rewards. So, whether you're winning or losing, you will be progressing towards this. Don't worry. You can see I kind of jumped in and took that screenshot really fast on mine. I have no points yet. I haven't been good this Easter just yet. But we have a whole bunch of rewards, the first of which is going to be this super awesome wristband, where you get this cool replacement for your default wristband. It's got an Easter egg on it, cool Easter strap, just some great stuff. And then the next reward on our list of rewards is going to be this chocolate Easter gun, which you can use to fool your enemies into thinking it's a delicious treat before you shoot them in the face. This super awesome Easter shirt. And then we hop down. We got these awesome Easter poses with why can't I hold all these eggs? And someone who is definitely not doing a very good job of holding all the eggs. And then we have this wonderful carrot knife for if you want to do some kind of reverse vegetable chopping, you want to chop people with a vegetable instead. It's going to be the awesome item. And the one that I'm pretty sure most people in chat probably want the most, last but not least, this is going to be the final reward in the Easter tier list, is going to be the Bunny Terror, which is cool.
It's amazing.
It's super cool. I love the Bunny Terror. We kind of pushed for that. We weren't sure if we were going to get it done. We did. It was awesome. Thank Yogi for that. So yes, there will be the Terror costume. I've seen Robbie in chat. Yes, give me that Terror costume. Yes, you can get the Terror costume. You can get the furry Bunny Terror to maul your enemies to death with. You can keep that. That'll be an all year round thing once you've unlocked it. So collect those Easter eggs while you can. And that's going to be really cool. So that's going to be that's the Easter update. It's an Easter egg hunt. A lot of people who are coming back will be loving that stuff. We've already had a bunch of messages. What's the Easter update? What's the Easter update? So people are pretty hyped on that.
Yeah.
It's going to be cool, right?
Yep.
Cool. So now, having that Clown Terror. I don't know, man. Easter Terror is better than the Clown Terror, in my opinion. Okay, so, right. I dragged you all the way out here. I made you come back in at the end of the day. I'm bugging you. You're not really used to being on streams and stuff.
No, I'm not.
That's cool. You're a little bit quiet there. Let's let you do your thing, and let's actually jump all the way down past the Bunny Terror, into this horrible screen of never-ending doom, and into this map here, which I'm pretty sure. Wait, do we have sound? Let's have a little bit of desktop audio. Let's. I'm going to preemptively turn that down a little bit because I'm not sure how loud we're going to be. Okay, so let's let you do your thing.
Cool.
Right, we're outside. We're in a map that is nowhere near finished. You will see lots of replace me buttons. This is CryEngine in its rawest form. Let us know if it's not displaying correctly because we're kind of full screening it. So,
yep.
1 second, stream muted. Let me just mess with you just there. I think the desktop audio might be messing with it, so let's just mute the audio. Let's mute. Yeah, let's not. We don't really need it. Okay, so we got just the mic. Okay, so right,
cool.
Take us in and show us a bit of the Arctic.
I'll do it.
Slice of it.
Well, first of all, the Arctic. You're gonna be able to play in this outside area that you guys are seeing. That's gonna be. Well, the doors are gonna be open, but the thing is that there's gonna be a timer, so if you are outside, you're gonna freeze to death. So you need to really be aware of the time that you're gonna spend between each of the buildings, which I will show right now. Yeah, the map, I'll go a little bit higher so you can see everything.
Maybe we move a little bit faster, maybe?
Yeah,
okay, cool.
I'm just increasing the speed.
So let's find out. Let's take it all in a little bit.
Yeah.
Cool. So we have lots of replace means because it's not done yet, as we said, but
it's gonna be basically 3 buildings with 3 different themes for it, which I'm not gonna tell you yet because that's a surprise. Basically, this is where the game master made and fabricated the kind of the virus, right, for the terrors. So expect all of this to be full of lab equipment and different sort of things.
Yeah, because we haven't got any textures in at the moment, but I've seen some of the texture we're working on. It does have that kind of like retro lab feel. There's been some cool concept art that has that sort of Cold War-ish, lots of dials type of thing.
Yep.
Looks pretty run down, disused, abandoned. Has that cool feel that we were after when we initially started the idea for the map. So once that's blocked out and we have all the texture and stuff in there, it's going to look super awesome with the way that looks. So yeah, each building, you said each building's gonna be a different theme.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, it is. Basically, right now, what you're looking at is rough blockout because we want to make sure that every single building has a bright size and like it's
Right.
open, it's not claustrophobic. You can play with it. The rooms are big enough, and like you can see different people from different angles. For example, here you can see people coming from this door, from this door, from this one, from the other one.
Right.
And yeah, basically open spaces. And
I want to pause you on that for a second,
Yeah.
actually, before we like run too far away from it, because I sat there and you and John and Mark were you were making this section here, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And that was a single door on the left before, and you changed that, which was because we looked at it and you couldn't see too far through it.
Yeah.
And we wanted this angle to be. You said you wanted this angle to be kind of like it's not a safe space. There's plenty of angles of attack here.
Yep.
It's not somewhere where you really necessarily want to hang around, or it's somewhere where you want to kind of hang around and try and divvy some more information, see who's moving around, see who's going where.
Yep.
So there's a kind of double-edged sword there. And you achieve that by making that a double door so you can open up that angle and see a bit further, right?
Yes, we do.
Right,
Exactly.
okay.
That's perfectly explained. That's basically what we are doing every single day with the map. As you can see, there are some certain areas where it's a bit further up, like we are iterating on the map a little bit. It's like the snow, for example. I'm gonna go inside of this building, which is the last one where the exits are, and you can see in this one like things are getting a bit closer to like we are starting to polish.
So we've got that kind of
everything.
lab kind of floor utilitarian
Yeah.
feel. A few extra lights here and there, which we can obviously turn on and off. The ceiling is absolutely trashed. Nobody's been here in a while. But yeah, we've got kind of that feel where there's going to be open areas, closed areas, enclosed areas, outside areas, mysterious ceiling on the stairs areas. No, that's not going to be there. Don't worry about that. So yeah, we can see some of the textures and how it's kind of going to feel a little bit up here, where there's some of the stuff that's actually done, where we have that kind of cutting edge at the time sort of feel
Yeah.
to some of the assets, I think.
Yeah, exactly. We've done a basic lighting pass, so you can see a little bit the mood of this building and how it's gonna be. And just bear in mind that all of this is work in progress, so that's why it's like floating and
Yeah.
like it's open. For example, right here, there's gonna be an objective in this middle bit. This is like one of the focal, like the main areas of
Right.
this building. So if you're taking this objective, right, you can be seen from a lot of different angles. You can see the different rooms that they are surrounding you, and as well you can be upstairs. Of course you can.
So your friend who could be potentially providing Overwatch for you there could obviously horribly betray you the moment you go to hit that objective.
Exactly,
And
yeah.
try and push for that escape. That's going to be cool.
And in one of the we were playing like the environment artist, we were playing a little bit just to see how the space was, and I was being chased by a terror, so I went up here and actually like deceived him and like jump here, so he was like, where's him, because he thought that I went right. So it's like we're trying to make some really good maps, like in terms of layout, and like we are really focusing on the flow of the environment, and yeah.
Yeah, so it's been a little bit iterative. Should we jump out of the editor and go back to seeing everybody? And we can
Go ahead.
hop back to OBS and we can go back to one of these lovely stream scenes with the camera. Hello, we're back in the room outside of the Arctic, much warmer in here. So yeah, we are being iterative on that, so we can play little bits of it and see how does this angle work, and kind of block that bit out again, or add a wall here and there, or change a door, or change the way something works, obscure something, move an objective, that kind of stuff, simply so that when we actually make it and when it starts to be finalized and textures have start going in, we'll already have kind of a bit of a feel for how it ends up going. How that ends up actually like being pieced together in gameplay sense.
Yeah.
So we want to at least have some kind of a basic idea of like how are people using the rooms, how are people actually using those doors and stuff, right?
Yep, exactly.
Cool.
And just really important, the flow of the play. Like you want to be able to play smoothly, and yeah, we're including this element of being like freezing outside instead of the gas, I think. So
yeah,
that's gonna be something different that gonna be really nice. And
we have snow, right?
Yeah, we do.
We do have snow. Yeah, that's one of the things I thought was going to be really cool. We're going to have our first like proper
it's going to be like a proper snowstorm,
right? So. Which I'm still slightly worried how that's going to be performance-wise. So we're going to have to make sure we get that right.
Yeah.
But once that's in and it works and it's cool and it's cool, haha, and it's something like that, we're possibly going to go back and add some more weather to the other maps, right?
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna try that.
No indoor weather for the asylum, obviously. So the other map, should I say, but the forest could potentially end up with some weather.
Yeah, which
is cool.
We can make a winter version of the forest.
We could make a winter version of the forest.
Yeah,
make a winter version of the forest. Who knows? That might be a good surprise for next winter or something. Or maybe we'll just add it in anyway.
Yeah.
We can make it rain.
Yeah.
Something like that. Mess with the vision a little bit. You can't see too far. Rain's a bit of a storm. Something like that could be cool. But basically with this map we're going to be learning a whole bunch of cool stuff that we can then add into the other maps and going forward do some cool stuff here and there as well, which is awesome. So that's kind of the main of the dev stream this week. That was the bulk of it, is that cool stuff. But what else have you been working on this week? I saw you working on a bunch of rocks.
Optimization.
Right, that's the magic word that everybody loves to hear.
Everyone wants to play with more FPS. We are basically decreasing the number of draw calls.
Those pesky draw calls.
Yeah.
They're at it for a second week in a row, right?
So you're barely gonna notice a difference in terms of like rock positions or whatever. But the performance should slightly increase. I'm not sure how much, but we've managed to decrease like 1,000 draw calls, which is quite a lot, and 3,000. So
Rain, then it'll be like England. Nice. Yeah. As Squid is saying in the map, in the chat in the map about it barely gonna notice. Maybe if it was one rock, but funnily enough, you might have been in the map. There happens to be quite a few rocks, so optimizing all the rocks is pretty good. So we're going to optimize all the rocks, we're going to optimize all that kind of stuff. I believe James, in the meeting I was just in before I was hectically putting scenes together and stuff, came up with another cool way of doing that to do with the way the physics on the rock are mapped. So we'll be doing that. I imagine if you haven't heard that just yet, that's going to be in a meeting really soon and stuff anyway. So there's going to be a whole bunch of cool stuff that is coming from the environment team. They've been working really hard, which is why it's been such a struggle to get somebody in for even like a short stream, just because they've been working so much on optimizing things. Some stuff got pushed this week, some stuff got pushed back to next week that I know is like sort of done. It needs to be checked and tested and stuff, but there is still iterations on performance increases on the maps that people are already playing, which is cool. I also know that we talked about, or at least in the dev meeting, I don't know if it's in the environment, we talked about some stuff to continue to mix up the maps. So we talked about that different room spawning thing, which is probably not going to go live with the new map, but it's probably going to go live a little while afterwards. I think I was in Squid's stream, we talked about maybe doing like some takes on the other maps, so we could do like a mirror mode asylum where you had to go down. So there's going to be some stuff like that as well. It's going to be stuff for you guys to do. There's going to be little tweaks and make the maps into more map.
We wanted to make, like, for example, as a cool feature, we wanted to have rooms that they have their lights off, and as soon as someone walks in, they turn on. So you can see from a distance if someone is like in a room like far away.
So you might not see them, but you can see them.
Exactly. Like you can see the light, and you can see that someone has been there in the last like 10 seconds or whatever. So it's really good. It's something we are working on, but.
So there's another cool mechanic. See, I didn't even know that one. It's going to be another cool mechanic where it's going to mess with people a little bit, where It's going to keep the mind games going.
Yeah.
You know, you see like an Alex in there, and you go, "Oh, okay, was he the terror? I don't know." But you know, it feeds you those little bits of information that are crucial to misleading you, being misled. You know, trying to work out who's who and what's what. So it's going to be cool.
Yep.
So that's the bulk of it this week. Or those are the bulk of the exciting changes. I haven't seen the patch notes for the rest of it just yet. I think Jord's getting those up probably pretty soon because they were building the last time we spoke to them. I believe we made some changes to the loot cups this week, I think. I don't know. Probably not the best person to ask for that either, right?
Yeah.
But I think we're making some more changes to stuff like that to continue to make those a little bit nicer. How happy are we with the left changes? Well, we'll get to that in just a second. So yeah, that's kind of the bulk of the environment stuff.
Yeah. If anyone has any question about the new map or about the environment.
Yeah, let's take some questions. Let's huddle around this tiny laptop that I've been waving around. Let's see if we can answer some of these questions. So, how many eggs do you need to collect the bunny skin? You know, I don't know that off the top of my head. I really should. Really should know that one. I don't, unfortunately, though. Rachel needs another button on her blouse. Nah. Absolutely not. Are the Easter eggs color-coded to give more points, or are they all worth the same amount of points? I believe they were color-coded the last time I knew. We might have changed that, though. It might be a linear thing. I can't break it. What about my idea of the wheel instead of the cups on the token? Squid, the Wheel of Misfortune, as it shall be named from henceforth, is an awesome idea that I'll be pushing our animators with a really sharp stick to make at some point. But it's not going to be right now, simply because we have some more cool stuff to do. There is something coming next week which begins with exit animations and ends with it's an exit animation, and there will be cool exit animations. And I wanted people reaching back in and grabbing their hat before they left, but I don't know if that made it in. There's going to be a few cool things that Rob's working on, and yeah, they're going to make escaping feel more like an escape, which is kind of cool. So they're working on that right now, and then maybe we can have a Wheel of Misfortune sometime in the future. Patch notes will be up soon. Yes, they will, which will have all of the technical stuff and the numbers stuff, which I do not remember off the top of my head. So there you go. Thank Jord. Loot cups actually work now. Don't quote me on that, but I think so. I'm worried. Is anyone, no one's waving no at me, so I think we're okay. Yeah, I think there's loot cups, and I think they work. If not, continue to save your coins and have the loot cup experience that you want. How many level of lots?
How many level of lots?
Is it? It sounds like an environment-y question.
Yeah. Well, basically we're iterating.
Oh no! Somebody's waving no. It doesn't work. What's no? No. No. Oh, okay. Right. Not this week. Next week. I think maybe they'll come back. Damn no, man.
Yeah, as I was saying, LODs is level of detail. So basically, it means that the farther you are from the object, is like it changes the geometry to one with less polygons. And currently, I think there are 3 levels of LODs on the rocks, and like it's more like a technical question, but
yeah. No, that's interesting. That's interesting. It's probably going to be quite key with how we do the outsidey stuff on the Arctic map, because it's going to be kind of big, but you won't see that far with the snow and the effects. But then at the same time, what you see needs to kind of come in quite smoothly. So it's good to hear that that's something that's kind of being thought about. When the new map exits, I assume you mean when the new map be out, which is we're aiming for the start of next month. So the end of this month, as the new season change, is the tentatively penciled in release date for now. Still, right? Yeah. Cool. Yeah, the eggs give different points. There you go. I thought so. Destroying levers has been super overpowered. I think we changed something to give a little bit more feedback on actually destroying them. It's something where, again, as we said, over these next couple of weeks, there's going to be some balance changes, especially with, I think we're having a big balancing meeting on Tuesday. So there's going to be a lot of stuff to do with tweaking stuff then, where we're going to kind of run through some of the maps. And as a team, we're going to look into some stuff like that and kind of see where we're at and how we feel about different things. How are you guys doing today? Are you guys happy with the current state of the HUD layouts? We happy with the HUD layout? Kind of.
I think so. That would probably be Ollie's
for the most
question.
part.
Yeah, but
this is definitely an Ollie question.
Yeah.
I know we're adding more HUD stuff soon, and we're gonna add some kind of more after the game stuff. We're gonna add some more clear perk UI stuff, and that's gonna be so much more awesome to look at. So we're happy with it, but we're not done with it. I think it's probably the correct thing to say there. I thought we had to collect 3,000 eggs. Well, I'm sure I can have that hotfix to just happen to you, Robbie. If you really want to collect 3,000 eggs, I think you did just volunteer. So let's do that. When is Deceit gonna be 50% off? Maybe like Christmas or something. I don't know when. I don't know.
that's
That's a
not my
James
call.
question.
Yeah.
That's not a me question at all. Are you Italian? How does that make you feel?
No, I'm not Italian. I'm Spanish. Hola a todo el mundo que sea español. I basically say hi to everyone who is Spanish.
Okay. So hello to the Spanish people out there. That's cool. He's been the man we've bothered to do our Spanish translation. So if they're really awesome, send your best wishes and hugs and cool stuff to Carlos. If they're horrible, send them to me and I'll ignore them. That'd be great. Cool. Because I don't understand what the Spanish complaint will be. So it's okay. All my ideas get shot down. I'm sorry, Sheikah. I'll mail you some buttons if it makes you feel better. I was late to the stream. When did you guys say this patch is coming? It is coming today, simply because tomorrow is a national holiday. And Monday is also a national holiday. So we're going to release it today, so you get to play it. Because that seemed like the best option, funnily enough. You guys happy with we already answered that. Flynn, damn it. What does the vertex count for the dynamic patch? Are you just saying what he's just saying words now, isn't he? Of the vertex count for the dynamic
No, they're
patch?
technically words, but you just
Does that make sense?
Yeah, but you do need to open
Okay.
the editor and like mess around in order
Okay.
to see everything. Like that's proper profiling.
Okay, so these are really deep questions, basically.
Yeah, like
okay.
resolution of the textures, like we can say like some of them they are 2K, most of them they are 2K,
I
and
think I saw some 4K ones, though.
yeah, there are some 4K ones. If they are like big props or if they are being used in a lot of different places, then
Right.
it's 4K. But we are aiming to use and like there's a lot of like 1K textures and like even less than that. It just depends on the object, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, should I hold off from the loot booth now then? You can, if you want. Like I said, those changes are going to be next week or something now. So yeah, if you want to hold off on the loot booth changes, it's hard to say, apparently. The loot booth changes, then I think you'll be able to select your own cup next week or something. And there'll be some cool new animations to mislead you a little bit, to kind of counteract that a little bit. But you should get to pick the cup, which is kind of a hotly requested thing. Damn Cup Man and his evil cups. Where's the textures and what maps being used? We kind of answered that.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure, actually, Psycho Spain, one cool thing I can tell you about is we have a video guy now. His name's Adam. We're actually stealing his camera, which is over there staring at us right now. He's a pretty awesome dude. And what he's going to be helping us to do, maybe as soon as next week, but probably a little while after that. It's probably going to be like a week after. So we'll be doing some interviews with the guys actually at their computers rather than dragging them out here. So we'll come bug you again at your desk.
Okay.
And that will be a little bit more planned, and we can make a little video and we can condense it down so we can get all the kind of goodies and cool stuff like that and show a little bit more of an edited, cool way of what's been going on,
Yep.
which should be awesome. And then we can talk processes and stuff, and you can kind of meet the rest of the team that have been hiding away. Because if they won't come here, I will go to them, and they're not allowed to escape your eyes at all. So unlucky for them, I suppose. How many maps will be released? Well, 1 for now, which will bring us a total of 3, and then maybe after that we'll make another one, which will bring us a total of 4. And who knows? Blue Cup's broken. Not really. Can you teach the Dead by Daylight devs on how to stream and keep a player base hyped? Not my department, I'm afraid. If you want to mail them your angry messages and demand more streams out of them, I'm sure you could. I'm sure they wouldn't mind being more in demand for streaming. But I mean, if they're boring you, just feel free to watch us all day. I mean, I can talk for ages. Doesn't bother me. How many players play Deceit in a day? Like at any given time or total number? Like a lot. From lots of different regions of the world, which is why we'll be doing some cool stuff in China soon, which is separate from this stuff. But quite a lot of players, not as many as we want though, so we're going to be doing some cool new advertising to go along with our cool new Easter stuff. And yeah, I'll send you guys a logo for my Ink Squid Scrubs, it's fine. Maybe sometime in the future, dude. If you guys thought about PTB for updates? Yes, we have, and no, we aren't going to do it for now. I believe we're going to just hire the QA guy that we keep promising we're going to hire, and then because we're going to be doing updates on Thursday from now on, which is going to mean that we have kind of a testing period into that, and then we release it, and then we're still here on Friday for if anything doesn't work, and then I will still be streaming. I think the plan is to still stream on Friday. So then you get the update and you can download it a little bit before the weekend for if your connection's slow or whatever. We can fix anything that maybe doesn't work as correctly. So we'll have QA guys to test it before that initial download anyway, and they can test the stuff that we get fed back on before the weekend, and it will just be a better process. So maybe a PTB in the future, but I don't think we need it right now. Did you get set anything about 4 or 5 player games? Yes, 4 or 5 player games, to give you an update on that. We are gathering some statistics to see if it will be appropriate to throw people back to the menu. I want to throw them back to the menu. I don't know about yourself. I think that would probably be the best thing. Yeah. So what we're thinking of doing is a little bit after you start the game, if somebody has left, they will get a loss and get a matchmaking cooldown, and the rest of you will have to wait out a timer of some sort before you get put back to the menu with no change to rating or anything like that, and then you can re-queue. Obviously it's a little bit annoying that you'll be bouncing back to the menu, but it saves you from slogging out those 4 or 5 player games, which is probably for the best. But we are gathering some stats on that to check if I'm right, because my gut feeling is not what it's all about, it's about what's actually the best thing, so we're going to do that. Any bongo Easter egg, or any Easter egg at all? Should we try to find them? I mean, there's an Easter egg hunt. I'm sure there might be some Easter eggs there. Do you think there's any Easter eggs in the Easter egg hunt?
I can't say anything.
Okay. I mean, there might be.
There might be.
There might be Easter eggs.
There might be in the new map.
There might be Easter eggs in the Easter egg hunt. Wait, are we putting Easter eggs in the map in the sense of Easter? Don't tell me. I want to find it too. Yeah.
I won't say anything. None of us is gonna.
I'm gonna search. When I'm very sleepy in the office, I will blame you. It would be nice if only a certain amount of levels can be shot and broken per level zone. That's not a bad idea. We'll look into that, I suppose. Matches can often feel a bit stale, and I feel needs some more random variables in a match. Have you considered something similar to Dead by Daylight's offering system where players can somehow impose different scenarios on the map, such as fog, weather, flash flood, lightning, etc.? Potentially with the weather update, when we make the winter stuff, that's potentially possible, yeah. We could potentially add something like that. We want to try and add some variants ourselves, because there's a whole bunch of variants that we have planned, that we've thought about, that we can add. So after that, maybe, sure. Everyone's sending me logos, apparently. I mean, okay. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. I mean, my recycle bin only has so much space, guys. So, take this to your balance meeting. Players don't know if they're infected at the start of the match. Then how will they know to eat everyone? That's silly. Anyway, to new perks. Ask Joel. When is the hunt over? I work over the weekend. Sad face. I believe it's on for a week. It's definitely not just the weekend. Like, definitely not just the weekend. Quote me on that, maybe. When is the start and end of the hunt? The start of the hunt is the download, which you will get later today, /now, /whenever that's done, that's building. The end of the hunt is, I believe, a week. So I think it's next Friday or something. So I think it's like a week and a day. I don't know. It's something around a week and month. I'll slide into your DMs after the stream. Okay, send me some love. What? For 2 weeks? Wow, that's even better. Okay, it's 2 weeks. Wow. They tell me nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's 2 weeks. Even easier to get those bunny terrors. You get twice as long. So you thought a week was good enough a moment ago, and now you got twice as long to do it. It's brilliant. I'm translating in Italian. If someone wants to help, contact me. That would be great. More Italian stuff. When are you adding more stuff? I mean, we did just show you some more stuff. So today, does that count? I don't know. Can we shoot the eggs? No. Why would you want to do that? They might have, like, rewards. What? No. What's the list along with cookies? No. We're getting even more maps than the map that we added, or more infected forms than the infected form we just added. I mean, yes, in the future. We just added some, like, that you're gonna get a map soon, and then I don't know. Do you have any plan to increase the player base? Yes, we plan on putting you all in cages and tying you down to the computer until play. No, we have some advertising coming up to show off the awesome work of the environment team and stuff like that. And we actually are releasing on Green Man Gaming today. So all of the Green Man Gaming people who have been holding out to buy on Green Man Gaming will be able to buy the game on Green Man Gaming in time to play the game today. Maybe. Whenever the store goes live, we're ready for that anyway. So there's going to be some Green Man Gaming stuff, so you'll be able to play, buying a key on there and just going on Steam that way. And then we have some other secret cool stuff in the future, which we aren't allowed to talk about because of the cool people we're working with. So secret, but you'll know about that in the future as well. Can you remove the tooltip about sacrificing your infected partner for the greater good? To never vote your partner, always pick them up, survive together or die alone. I mean, they're both valid playstyles. We had a tooltip to sacrifice Patlas. I don't know, this isn't a pagan altar or something. Are we getting other terraforms? We are getting the bunny terraform skin? Do you mean like other forms entirely? Maybe? Any Easter skins? Yeah, the bunny skin. How many questions is the bunny skin going to be answered to? Updates on merch. I want the Easter shirt with Terra on the back. To wear in real life? Maybe sometime in the future? I don't know. Okay, last few questions, because we've been here a while, and I did promise you I'd keep this kind of short. What was the stream that was 60 seconds long earlier today? That was when we put the wrong stream key in when I was testing something and accidentally tested it on the main stream. So that stream doesn't exist to me. It isn't there. If you noticed it, wow, amazing. You might have called me going, this doesn't work, and that was probably it. It wasn't very exciting. It was probably like eating a sandwich or something. Get a free weekend, you get more players. Free weekends are decided by Steam, not by us. Sorry, can't do that. We're open for it though. If you want to bug Steam, then sure, we're up for that. Jordan Innocent went, never. Good lord, free weekend, maybe. Sister Zix, you mean data? I mean, sure, common usage, Scrabble. So yeah, 2 weeks. 2 weeks on the Easter event. Sorry about that. 2 weeks, not 1 week. 2. And we have patch notes now. So go and read those and find out about all the things I forgot to tell you. And I think that is everything. Because now you can download the patch, which means I can stop talking. So yeah. So that was cool. Thank you for coming on, by the way, and bravely showing us CryEngine. I'm sure if I maximize this, I'm sure it's definitely not a crash or something. No, it was cool. It was cool to hop in and see the map in its kind of
just
inception.
a sneak peek of it, not everything. And if you guys have any questions or suggestions for the map, you can just like join Discord.
Yeah,
and
you can talk to us in Discord at Play Deceit on Twitter. It's a really good one.
Yep.
I'll read it, and I might forward it. I might not. Depends on how good your suggestion is.
Yep.
You can at me on Twitter at Rogues in Space, and you have a Twitter too, maybe? No. You have to make one. Everyone will make one soon enough.
We'll make one soon enough. Yeah.
Well, but yeah, contact us. Let us know about cool ideas for the Arctic if you have something awesome.
Yeah, I'm in the Discord. Like in the Discord channel, there is a list of devs, and I'm there. So I'm the only Carlos, so it's quite easy to
the
find.
one and only.
Yep.
One and only.
Yep.
Cool. Right. Well, that kind of concludes for the week. I hope you enjoyed the awesome new content. And good luck getting your bunny terror skins. Be sure to insult your friends if they get them slower than you. And we'll see you next week.